Good morning. It's Lisa with Soulshine, and it's morning tea with me time. And I've got my water bottle filled with my cold brew tea, and it's a brewing. Yesterday, I'm proud to declare that I did drink all of my 4 bottles full, so yay. And I felt really good about it, so I'm shouting about it. I did get my hair done yesterday, which is why it's super flat and straight. She loves to straighten it, and there's no more gray, so that's a win. So today I want to talk quickly about one thing that popped into my quiet time this morning. So if you watch me for any amount of time, you know I always start my day in my happy room. I call it my happy room is where I just shut the door and I pray, I journal, I read my Bible, I just get really quiet so I can hear that still small voice. And when I first opened my Bible, it opened to Psalms and it was talking about shouting for joy. And I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. In this day and age, it doesn't feel like there's enough to shout for joy. And then a second book that I was reading, I opened to, and it also said, shout for joy. And I thought, okay, I get it. Let's hunker down and think about the things I need to shout for joy. And there's 2 things in that sentence that really clung out to me. It was joy, that there's always something to be joyful about, and that we should shout about it, and we should talk about it, and we should just use our words, not just our minds, just to quietly meditate on it. Quietly meditating on it is awesome too, don't get me wrong. But actually just saying it out loud is like cathartic to me, but it's also inspiring to you. So I thought today I will shout for joy. So these are the things I'm shouting for joy. Maya and Cole work at the beach and they remain healthy. Praise the Lord. That is good news. That's worthy of shouting for joy. Shouting for joy. Yesterday, I was in 3 different places and was followed by a dragonfly. I'm sure it wasn't the same dragonfly, but in each of 3 very separate places, I saw a dragonfly. And I looked it up because that's no coincidence. And it symbolizes transformation, adaptility, and awareness. And I thought, well, that's pretty appropriate right about now. So I shout for joy on little blessings that point me in the right direction. I literally think I just saw another dragonfly fly by. That's not a coincidence. Shouting for joy for the fact that summer is winding down. I can't believe it. And Maya and Cole will be home soon before they go back to college, so I get to see them for a little bit, and that's exciting. Shouting for joy that I did drink all of my 4 glasses of water yesterday, and I feel really good about it, so that's worthy of joy. Shouting for joy that there are lots of people doing really awesome things for those in need out there. Southern Community Services continues to, without question, give food to those in need up at the Y. There's also at least 3 other places just here in Shrewsbury, New Freedom, that give out food weekly. Amazing saints that gather food every week into awesome boxes and give it to those in need. So that's worthy of shouting for joy. My intention here is to remind you too to look for your own joy, because if we scroll through Facebook within 30 seconds, we're instantly in despair, the deep Debbie Down pit of despair. And I don't think it's our job to live there. I think it's our job to shout for joy. So I'm hoping and encouraging you to shift your mindset and look for the dragonflies. Look for something that is surrounding you that you should be shouting for joy. Like, do you have legs that work? Shout for joy. Do you have food in your pantry and in your refrigerator and maybe even your basement freezer? Shout for joy. Do you have your health? Shout for joy. Are you ill but feeling better? Shout for joy. Do you have a job? Shout for joy. Do you have the ability to sleep in the morning? Shout for joy. You see where I'm going? Like, there always is something. As bad as things can be, there's always something to find positive and shout joy for. So I'm hoping today you have clearer eyes and a softer heart to see the joy and shout about it. Get crazy and shout about it. If you're all by yourself, shout about it. I think it's awesome. And if you're not all by yourself, shout about it too. Because if your friends don't accept your shouting, then they're not really good friends. So I'm gonna jump off here and do a couple more things and then be out and about today. I have the live video this evening on Soul Shine Boutique Facebook page, and then tomorrow I have private shopping hours. So if you're looking for some private shopping at the shop, I'd be glad to hook you up with that. Just send me a message. But I'm gonna jump off here, and I hope you're shouting for joy, not just in your heart, but in your mouth. Love you much. Know that I'm sending you so much love, and I hope you have a most marvelous day. Love you much. Mwah, mwah, mwah.